With this whole Carmelo Anthony situation that's going on, I'm going to say something that most black people will not say. It's not just a accountability issue with black people who can't seem to admit that he was wrong for taking the life of Austin. It's not just accountability. The truth is, a number of you are evil. You're evil people. Okay, you're the people in the Bible and other religious texts that people talk about. You think because our people went through slavery and have hardships that somehow you're different than everybody else. Everybody else can be evil, but not you. And that's your biggest downfall. If hell does exist, because I'm not deeply religious, if it does exist, a lot of you are going to hell. A lot of you are in hell right now because you can't seem to see the truth. You're blinded by your hatred and rage. A number of you are evil people. It's just that simple. And no one black wants to admit it.
I
I
do.
have a
I
I
do.
have a pocket
Oh,
poker.
Yes, there is a new update I want to show you. Please stay through with me at the end of this video. When you take a look at this, Carmelo Anthony Camp is now trying to petition to get the twin brother arrested. The family and legal team are disgusting people that would do and say anything. I have been mostly quiet on this one until today. Now, I hope the kids get the chair. When you take a look at this video, it is about 2 minutes long. Carmelo Anthony Dad had an interview. I don't know if this was someone interview on TikTok. The man came in. He said some things that triggered a lot of people on social media. Before we even go into that video, it is important I show you what exactly is going on. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. It will do you no harm if you share the video.
Love me having to be unhateful. What they say, finding it. I'm finding it. So the reason that they are making all of the complaints simply point blank into the period is control. Austin Metcalf is stuck in his junior year. He does not get to go on into his senior year. So he is stuck in a place, and they want Karmelo Anthony stuck in the same place. That is what this results down to. They want him stuck where Austin is. And because Austin was actually in a different place, which was completed hours and GPA, he's stuck. He's still here. So the fact that they are not stuck is the actual issue. They are stuck on this, which is why I also mentioned that he has not been indicted on his charges. So if they go to a grand jury and the grand jury says, yeah, y'all wasting our time, have a good day, and they go ahead and decide to dismiss the case, then Austin is still stuck here. And then Carmelo Anthony still gets to whatever. Whether he stays where he's at, which is going to be a high school graduate, if he stays right here, Austin will still be stuck here. So that is the actual issue, is that stuckness, there's no control over him over here. And so that's where it starts, because we are still in America and everyone is entitled to their rights, is to be innocent until proven guilty. He has not been proven guilty of anything in a court of law. And that is actually the main issue. I hope I found it. I hope I found it, friend.
I'm never not amazed at the lengths they go to prosecute a black person, okay? That Carmelo Anthony story of the young man who defended himself, because that's exactly what it is. He was sitting under a tent and two twin boys wanted him to move. They tried to jump him and one of the boys ended up passing away. Now that's unfortunate, because who wants to kill somebody just so they could sit in peace because it was raining outside, right? So instead, he had bond. He was being held, bond against him for defending himself. When you guys let people out of prison who they have on video, whole crowd, they get bail. You got ex-offenders getting bail. But a young man who's on the right path and doing what he had to do, and plus there was other witnesses out there. Even the young man's own brother testified There was a warning before he did what he did. He asked them to leave him alone, and yet and still, they don't want to leave him alone. So it resulted in him defending himself by the young man. Nowhere am I saying it's okay that but it definitely was 2 against 1. And we also see apparently where he lives at, they're apparently racist, because why was his bail almost $2 million or $1 million to walk? I'm so grateful that his family and all of the people that supported him, that did the GoFundMe, or they had to, matter of fact, I heard they had to move the GoFundMe to somewhere else because people was reporting the GoFundMe. Like, how freaking racist are y'all? The fact that y'all let George Zimmerman get a GoFundMe and he black boy outrightly. But Carlo, I can't even get the boy name out because I'm so upset. Karmelo Anthony couldn't get one because he was black, and it's just as simple as that. But eventually he did get one, and we're so grateful for that. Young man, you got so many people rooting behind you and want to see the success that you're gonna be, because we're not claiming that you're going to jail for that BS. So the success behind you, honey, we're so watching and can't wait to see you win this case, love.
Yes, you can see how evil people can be. When I watch these videos, at a certain point, I get offended. Yes, look at what they are saying here. Like I said, they're struggling to arrest Mecca's brother. When you take a look at this, in a live TikTok video, Sarah posted this. In a TikTok live hosted by an individual who refers to Karmelo as hero and argues self-defense, a surprise guest appeared. Draw Anthony, Karmelo's father, joined the live and stated he wasn't charged for carrying a knife. He was only charged with first degree. During the live, Draw made some unusual statement. What if you took your son to school to fight and your son knock him out and take away him? You will be an accessory. This video has been submitted to the district attorney working on the case. This is extremely concerning. When I look at the whole clip, I was shocked. Like, this man is still even talking this way. Hmm.
Been on this
I
panel. Who carries a
I
I
do.
have a
I
I
do.
have a pocket poker on my
Well,
okay?
keychain.
You said
Excuse me.
you say
Hey,
you have
excuse me, y'all.
I
I'm
do.
not carrying one to high school.
okay. Well, Mike, you're a
I
student.
had one all through middle school, high school.
They are. They can own rifle at the age of
Hey,
18 in Texas.
hey, y'all. Hey, I'm Carmelo's dad.
Law.
I just want to say something. Hello?
Yeah,
Y'all, can
yeah,
y'all hear me?
yeah.
So, first thing, let's get something understood. He wasn't charged for carrying a knife. If y'all look at it, he was only charged for one. Secondly, the same guy that just said about him taking his son to school to fight. So what about if you take your son to school to fight and your son
Exactly.
knock him out? Then what?
Unalive.
Unalive.
It's
Unalive.
TikTok.
Unalive. Sorry, unalive. What do you do then?
I'm mute your mic, Mike.
I was going to ask the same question.
What do you do then, sir?
What do you mean? What do I do? He was
If
defending
you
himself.
just said you would take your son to a school to fight. So if he hit him and that kid gets knocked out, and that's a 1-on-1, this ain't 2-on-1. He gets hit, and meaning he hit him and hit his head on a rock. Unalive. Keep saying this. I'm not used to this, y'all. But I don't know why I jumped in on this tonight. But what do you do as a father? It's like we can't win. So you took your son to school, so you gonna get accessory because you took him to
That
school.
actually happened. Carmelo's dad. That actually happened. I know. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, Mike, if you're familiar with the case by Kaylee Gang. Her mother drove her to the school after she was suspended to fight a girl, and she ended up in a coma.
Well,
She got slammed into concrete and got put in a coma for months
And
due
that's
to
what
well,
permission.
Also, just another
I
scenario.
ain't gonna.
I
I ain't
know
gonna lie.
somebody who
That is a good point. I'm not gonna lie to you.
we can't. Hey, it's like this, honestly, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I appreciate
Really look at what this man is doing. At this time, are you supposed to be doing live streams like this? It's not necessary. It is uncalled for. the situation is still at this level, the man is saying this. When I watched the whole video, I was shocked. Yeah, I'm glad that they have taken this video. They will air this so people can see exactly what is going on. I want to appreciate people that are supporting me on this platform. I'm grateful. If you notice, sometimes I usually add videos at the end of my clips. That is for the YouTube algorithm. They refuse to recommend videos sometimes, so it's necessary.
Who effing who?
People line up for my advice, and you're walking away like I'm stupid. It's like I've written books, I've given speeches.
Why don't we choose more carefully who we're going to lionize? Not just us, but like the Harvards and the MITs of the world. Look,
There are just many natural reasons why marriage, infertility, trying to have kids makes things difficult. It's like I try to tell couples, of course it's hard. Just listen to what I said.
there's something wrong with this person. Like, she's seriously depressed here, and actually found a way to bitch and moan about how hard it is to live in the White House.
What did you make of Donald Trump's post this morning alleging that since I said I hate Taylor Swift, she's no longer hot?
Justice will prevail.
It also shouldn't be racial. Require Karmelo to run. He had 100.
Has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification.
This is not going to end. Right is right and wrong is wrong. All good.
If you see any clips after this, that is just for the YouTube algorithm.
What if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense because kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution.
Again, the evidence is still coming in.
This is definitely a self-defense case because it always is one until you look at the facts of the case and compare the two. You have to compare who was the initial aggressor.
Bedroom, because she's fearful of what may happen to her.
Followers for anything. And then
Registration Act is
talking about this man, Killmonger.
My summary of the first 100 days is that
if film and TV productions continue to
first term, and you will be very.
Once again, the field was littered with Wintour does every year. This Karmelo Anthony case.
Live in the White House. Many people
like little unhinged drunk.
And black people don't want to live around ratchet black.
I don't care if Trump pardons Diddy.